gay
All
intro.
right.
Go ahead.
We're doing a special edition of a little 1v1 finals shit talk here as we have our two finalists for this year's fantasy show or this year's fantasy league. Surprisingly, the big upset last week, we saw Anth take down the number one seed Zombie, 123 to 109. Bad week from Zombie's team as he choked after having the bye last week. Choked big time. Herbert had a great game. Achin had a good game, but St. Brown did shit. Juggernaut Williams did shit. He had to start Godwin because Rasheed Rice was out and he did shit. And Tyler Warren couldn't get him enough. Meanwhile, Ant's team puts up a solid 123. James Cook popping off. Etienne having a great game. Those two continue to be strongwords. And then Kenneth Gainwell, a free agent pickup weeks ago, 23 huge points. He has just been a beast and have been riding Ant through the playoffs here and getting him these wins.
Pause.
So huge victory for Ant to be in the final in his first season of fantasy. Ant, your comments after beating Zombie, taking him down, and when everyone thought Zombie's team was championship contender.
Sorry, I was so laughing. Who the fuck said pause?
Who do you
Cracky.
think?
That was bad. 2 weeks now, no quarterback, still getting the dub. So team knows what they're doing. That's
Yeah,
it.
you started McCarthy. He got hurt, and it didn't even matter as he only scored 8 points.
Last week's Mahomo.
The
You
rest
know.
of your team has been putting up numbers to carry you. Now you got to find your third quarterback in the playoffs, which would be an incredible thing if you win this whole league, going through a quarterback every single time.
I think Philip Rivers is your best bet, Anth.
He's taken, unfortunately.
Oh shit.
I heard
Yeah.
someone's a big Aaron Rodgers fan though, so
I
might have to.
Yep, I did take him this week, so
Fuck.
Yeah.
I heard someone's a
All
big
right.
Rodgers fan.
Cronky, would you like to make any comments on not seeing Zombie in the final?
I am shocked. I must admit, I wrote Anth off last week multiple times saying that he's got no chance. I wish Anth would win, but I don't see him winning. And
Well, you got your wish.
yeah, I did
Better
get my
deliver.
wish. We'll see if it's actually going to turn out to be, fortunate. But yeah, congrats to Anth on the good victory.
All right. Fake Rat, would you like to make any comments? I know you this past week have been trying to flip-flop and say you've been the biggest Ant supporter all year.
I have been. Ask him.
Okay.
He's been my boy this year.
I will agree
Ask
90%
him.
of the time, but he did say 2 weeks ago before the playoffs. Sorry, bud, you're going home. So
Whoa. Who was that against?
I think cheese. No, yeah, you said I'm only gonna pick Ant because of cheese because I don't like cheese.
Whoa. But
So,
yeah, I
any
picked Ant
comments
to
you
beat
wanna make
Zombie.
over
Zombie's team was
Zombie's?
downfall.
Uh-huh.
Zombie's team was just in a downfall, all injured, and they suck, and he couldn't do anything about it. But Zombie is just like me from 2 years ago. Get the number one seed in the bye, and just shit the bed in the next round.
Yeah.
And do I feel bad for Zombie? Not at all.
Oh.
Because he doesn't deserve a ring. He doesn't deserve anything. He is a bad fantasy manager.
Okay, a bad
And,
fantasy manager. What could he have done this week?
And it's sad and unfortunate that Kroenke has to be the one in the finals on the other side. We were all rooting for Slaps, but
All right, well, we're gonna get to that.
alrighty.
In a second. Yeah, so rough final there for Zombie. You get the bye and lose right away. I bet he's wishing his team last week performance happened this week because last week his team on the bye scored like 150 some points. So
I do have another tidbit. Golfer, maybe a week or so ago, you compared this to run of years of Zombie's performance in the fantasy league as a dynasty.
yeah, potential if he won it all this year. The Chiefs dynasty or Patriots dynasty.
I would say he is comparable to the Chiefs.
Yeah, not the Patriots.
His run is
yeah.
over. His run is over.
Yeah. The way
Like I
his
said, I
team
was
kind
gonna
of
make him
fluttered
tap
at
like
the
John
end.
Cena, baby. And he
The way
tapped.
his team kind of fluttered at the end.
Tap
It's like
like
the
John
Chiefs season this season. Good point.
That's
Tommy's time
bro,
is
that
up.
ain't John
Time
Cena,
now,
that's John
baby.
Cena.
All right. Moving on then. I don't know why you guys keep bringing up those stupid references. That shit's fake. Anyways, moving on to the second matchup of last week. Everybody was rooting for Slaps very hard, and the scoreline wasn't as bad as it looked. Only Slaps lost. Kroenke was beatable with Lamar getting hurt. It was all set up for Kroenke to bow out in the semifinal with his quarterback getting injured, just like last year. The only problem was Slaps' team was complete dog shit and couldn't capitalize on Kroenke only scoring 112 points. Slaps 96 and bows out. Disappointing knowing that Kroenke didn't put up that huge of a game, and it could have been the same as last year if he was facing a better team like he was last year in Rat's team. This year though, he got lucky to face Slaps' team, and it was a disaster. Um, Jalen Hurts did okay, but not great. His running backs both shit the bed. His wide receivers just all single digits except for Jawan Jennings. A little bit of hope for Jawan Jennings to have like a 35-point game last night, but it didn't happen as he had 0 at halftime and then got 18 in the second half. If only he got 18 in both halves, then he would have got there. Yeah, so just a disaster. Slaps wasn't very confident going in, and there was good reason as his team shit the bed pretty much. When your kicker is like your third highest scorer, that's never good. On Kroenke's side, he did get that Lamar injury, so we'll have to keep an eye now going to the final on what happens with Lamar. He hasn't been playing that great, and now he's banged up again. So concern there for Kroenke. He started Nick Chubb, which that didn't really work, so I'm sure he'll figure out a new option for this week. But Bijan carried the running backs with 29. Ladd got into the end zone. I mean, McBride had one of his worst games of the year with only 6. JMO just okay, so it was really just this week it was JSN and Bijan carrying the way for Kroenke's team, and that was good enough to beat Slaps and send him out packing. No miracle at Medina happened this week, unfortunately. Kroenke, your comments after moving to the final, like you predicted.
Like I said last week, it's always good to end people's seasons. You ended Rats, I ended Pooks, I ended Zach's, sort of, and now I ended Slaps. Slaps, have gained a lot of respect for you this season. I will no longer, in future renditions of this league, talk shit on your activity level, as I found your activity level to be very good this season, and it showed.
Wait, so you're saying you're not going to be pushing to get him kicked from the league, is what you're saying?
Absolutely not. There
Okay.
is 2 other people on the agenda for
Okay.
sure. But good season to Slaps. All the respect in the world now for you, and hope to see you next year.
Any concern that, this week kind of weakened your team going into the finals? Maybe it's not playing at highest peak?
Yeah,
Lamar's
there's
injury?
definite concerns.
Okay.
I would say, Lamar hasn't been playing the greatest in the first place, so maybe a
Okay.
replacement for this championship would not be the worst thing in the world
So
anyway.
who are we eyeing?
We're not going to reveal that.
Oh,
Maybe the
okay.
person in this party that I'm playing against might have identified the person that I was eyeing, but
Do you have any fab?
I do not have any fab. No.
So it's not going to be a fab battle then. Oh boy. All right. Well, that will be interesting to see what happens with Lamar. Let's get into the preview of the. Oh wait, Rat, did you want to make any comments on this
I
Slaps
do,
matchup?
actually, because first of all, Kroenke keeps saying he ended everybody's season.
Yeah.
Kroenke, you're not the only one that beat the other teams. And first of all, I wasn't even in the playoffs, so you're not the one that ended my season, buddy.
CeeDee Lamb.
I mean, he
Um,
kind of did end your season because that loss
no,
to Kroenke, wasn't that the loss that
no, it
eliminated you?
wasn't.
Oh, it wasn't. Okay.
The 8 other losses actually eliminated me.
No,
But
Okay.
no,
yeah,
it was. It was
Yeah,
me
it
that ended
was.
your season.
Yeah.
let's think.
Good try, Rat.
It wasn't though. It was
Buddy,
that week
that was
didn't.
the loss that
No.
eliminated you from contention.
And oh boy, Lamar injury. I really hope for your sake, Pusa, he plays. I hope he's not injured. I really hope. I mean, you beat a pile of piss this week. It was 98 points. So,
Yeah,
and his team's a lot better.
It kind of hurts knowing that Kroenke's team was very beatable this week.
Yeah.
All Slaps need to do is have just half of what he had last week. He had like 140 last week. He just needs to
Sucks
score
to see.
120.
Misery,
And
misery,
Slaps,
misery. That's what you've chosen.
What?
Slaps. At
What,
least
Kroenke?
Slaps tries out there.
Misery, misery, misery. That's what you've chosen.
Tomorrow, actually Thursday night, we will be at church lighting the candles because It didn't work for Slabs, but it's gonna work for Ant.
Okay.
You
Can
keep
I
on
make
believing out there.
Can I make a comment?
Yes, go ahead.
I think the league needs to investigate Kroenke for padding player stats. I don't
Fact.
think this could be possible. And also, if anyone wants to side bet me like Anth wins and they want to take Kroenke, I'll put 100 on Anth.
Oh,
Oh, there.
Okay,
Wait, is
well,
Kroenke allowed to
maybe
bet you on that? Because he'll
Kroenke
definitely
can bet
do
me if
that.
he wants, but I don't want to take the poor man's money.
Kroenke,
perfect. Put it in the bets chat.
I'm,
but
I'm on vacation
one
right now. You put it in the
one
chat if you
final
want to.
comment. This is just a league tragedy that Pusa advanced. It really is.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
brutal. That out of
this feels like Joe Biden winning the election.
all
I
the people
mean,
in this league, it's Pusa.
listen, I love to hate on Kroenke just like everyone else, but when you look at his team on paper, it's definitely one of the best teams in the league. So
Yeah,
him being in the finals isn't
Also,
that
I
much of a
forgot to
surprise.
mention, Slap, special shout out for, designing my team, crafting my team, and constructing my
that is
team.
true. You have two
Been a
teams.
great
Kroenke, go
season.
pay for the things to draft your team, buddy.
Yeah, I
Your
hope
ass.
in the future Slaps becomes way more tougher trading with you because every season it seems like there's one of these trades between you and him that we all say, Slaps, what the hell are you doing? And there was another one this year, and even though he got Hurts back, I mean, the McBride is bad enough. So, yeah, I don't know. Who knows what it could have been for Slaps if he just didn't panic so early in the season and make that trade. But I know he'll defend it and say it helped him win other games, but whatever. All right, so let's take a look then at the final matchup. Obviously, Sleeper is doing their dumb shit in the final week where they take forever to update the matchup. So we got the screenshots of both lineups, and obviously, this final is very, very intriguing to me because both teams are playing pretty well. Both teams have some star players. Both teams have some players that have been on fire recently. But both teams, there's a real possibility that both teams could be without a quarterback for this week and have to pick up a quarterback off of waivers because neither of them have a backup on their lineup. So we could see in the final, let's say Sam Darnold versus Kirk Cousins or something along those lines, which is just crazy to think in a final. It's coming down to waiver wire quarterbacks, and it could come down to who picks up the best one. So let's take a look here. So I'm going to put the quarterbacks aside from now because definitely J.J. McCarthy won't be in Ant's lineup. We know that.
He's ruled out.
Yeah, he's already ruled out for this week. So James Cook against Philly. James Cook has been on fire in these playoffs for Anth and now faces Philly, who's not the best at run defense statistically. So it should be a decent game for Cook. Etienne against the Colts. We just watched Christian McCaffrey have his best game of the year rushing last night, and the Colts are basically done. So it could be another decent game, and the Jaguars are hot. DK Metcalf, obviously, unfortunately, most likely will be out with a suspension for that horrible interaction with the fan. I guess I don't know if he said is he gonna appeal? Because if he
Yeah, he's appealing
appeals,
it. He's
if he
Will
appealing.
appeals
appeal.
and it takes long enough, maybe he gets by this week and gets to play one more week before the appeal sets in. So there's
But then
still a
he would
chance.
miss the playoffs game. I don't.
Well, yeah, but he's already
But wait,
appealed, so
they might only give him one game though.
maybe they reduce. Yeah, but then he would just sit out this game, so that doesn't help you. You need the appeal to take long enough where they don't rule.
Yeah,
and
maybe
he
it takes
gets
long enough, and
ruled
they only give him one game next week
out.
against
Yeah,
Baltimore.
Who
could be.
knows?
Baltimore
Yeah,
loses.
well, I'll be
We'll see.
following that on Twitter.
Yeah, that's a big story for Ant because he really needs that wide receiver because if he gets DK with London, I'm assuming so he hasn't changed his lineup, but I'm assuming he's going to be starting Ramondre Stevenson now
Yeah, I think Henderson's still in
with
control.
Henderson either hurt and may not even play, but he's either way. Stevenson looked great once he came in after Henderson got out. So that's gonna change the lineup a little, where London then moves in for either DK or Reed. So if DK plays, that's big because then he can keep DK with London and have Gainwell and Stevenson as his two flexes. That's a very strong lineup. I hate Jaden Reed. So if Anth has to play Jaden Reed or Michael Pittman, then it definitely downgrades his lineup some. So that's definitely something to watch with DK and his status. Jawan Jennings in there against Tennessee. I mean, it's Tennessee. They're awful. Gainwell against Cleveland. Obviously, Gainwell has been being used like crazy lately and on fire. Ant's hoping he can get one more week of Kenneth Gainwell magic against Cleveland. And then Drake London on Monday night. So he does have a Monday night player against the Rams, who just gave up a lot of points. through the air last week against Seattle, so could be a decent matchup for London to have a bounce back after his horrible game this first week back. On Kroenke's side, we'll see what quarterback he goes with and what quarterback Anth leaves for him. That's a big, underlining factor in this is Anth has Fab, so he can pick and choose whatever quarterback off waivers he wants and whatever maybe quarterbacks off waivers and
Yeah,
see
can I
where he
ask
leaves
something?
Kroenke. Yes, go ahead.
If Anth
Listen,
Ant's
Rat, let me
allowed to
cut you
cuck
off
him,
here,
right?
Rat. Let me cut
Wait,
you off
what?
and say it. So,
Ant's allowed to cuck him, right? Like if he.
Yes,
listen to this, buddy. I have
Oh,
proof that says going back to ESPN roster limits. Currently,
Yes.
Sleeper has no maximum roster limits of any position. Blah blah blah.
Yes,
Cronky
if
voted
you
no 2 seasons
remember
oh,
ago.
in 2024, so not this last vote, but the year before, I proposed that we put a QB and kicker and defense limit. That was when we had defenses still on the league, like ESPN used to have. ESPN used to
yeah.
only allow you to have 4 quarterbacks max. So we put that to a vote, and it did not pass 8-4. Kroenke was one of them that voted no, so he can't really complain if Amp
Ooh,
decides to pick up
Anth has a
6
lot of
quarterbacks.
droppable players on his
Yes,
team.
so that is a possibility for Amp to
Wow,
do, and that is
Kroenke could be
totally legal and
starting.
totally in game
We
shape.
could see a
So
Shador
Kroenke, I don't want to
Sanders in
hear
the
you
finals.
complain to me about
I
that
don't
if
know
he
which 6
chooses to do
quarterbacks
that,
I'm gonna use, so I'm gonna have to take them all. I think maybe drop some
because
Friday night and then
you
repick them
voted
up.
no against the QB limit, so there is
Well,
no
he'll pick
QB
one up
limits
by
for roster.
tomorrow if you don't pick them up tonight.
Oh,
Oh
buddy, I
yeah,
already got 6 transfers in already. Don't
he
worry.
Wait, Ant, instead
definitely
of
has to
taking
pick them
6
up.
quarterbacks, why don't you take 7?
6,
6, 7.
7.
All
We
right.
could be
Right
seeing a
now,
Shador
Kroenke
Sanders
has
final.
Audric Estime in there against Tennessee. Kroenke, are we going to be changing that or?
No comment.
Okay. Bijan, obviously, against the Rams on Monday night. So they both have one primetime Monday night player. Fantasy gods, if you are listening, please let this come down to a Monday night with London versus Bijan for all the marbles. That would be great. Hopefully that happens. Ladd McConkey against Houston. Very tough matchup, and Ladd just had a nice game, but Houston is unbelievable in the secondary. So that's a rough matchup. Marvin Harrison. What did Marv do this past week? I didn't see
Marv
Kroenke.
barely saw the field. I
Oh,
think he had 3 targets,
oh
so
boy. I see
that'll be one
Michael
to look
Wilson
at.
had another decent game. Yeah, and now he's playing Cincinnati, who is apparently the fourth best pass defense. I don't know how that's possible, but yeah, not great for Marv. McBride as well against Cincinnati. Cincinnati's horrible against the tight end, but great against the receivers, I guess, according to Sleeper. I think Cincinnati's just trash on defense, period. But Jamison Williams against Minnesota, who I guess is the first pass defense. They do like to bring a lot of blitzes and don't give receivers a lot of time to go deep downfield. So maybe that's reads into it. That's a Thursday game. So he has. Does Ant have any? Ant doesn't have any Thursday players unless of the quarterback. So that's
No.
interesting. JSN against Carolina, big game there for Carolina and Seattle, and Dicker against Houston. So very interesting. I would definitely say Anth has the better matchups on paper for most of the players. And then obviously if DK can somehow avoid being suspended this week, that's huge for Manth because then he doesn't have to start Jaden Reed. And as Stevenson getting in there, I'm assuming with Henderson probably either limited or doesn't play at all, that could be big. So Anth has some potential to increase and make his lineup look a lot better than what it looks right now. And then obviously, as we already talked about, going to have the pick of the QBs and also kind of get to pick Kroenke's QB as well if he does it right. So we'll see what happens with all that. Waivers will be interesting tonight, and we'll see what happens. Obviously, I'm going to pick Anth, not only because of everything I just mentioned, but because it's Kroenke and I don't want him to win this league. So I will take Anth. Although, unlike last week when I took Slaps and I had very little faith that Slaps was actually going to pull off this miracle upset, this is not a miracle. This is well possible for Ant to get this win.
Zach, buddy, fix your shit.
So I'm gonna take Zach, you're horrible right now. And so yeah, I'm not calling this a miracle. This would be a minor upset, but not a huge upset. Ant has a good lineup looking this week and better matchups I think than what Kroenke has for the final. All right, Rat, go ahead and make your pick first before we get to the other ones. Who are you taking in this matchup?
Who am I
Who's getting the
thinking?
ring?
Who will win and who do I want to win? Who will win? Well, actually, let's start with who do I want to win. I want the Canadian to win. So
Oh,
Cronky
okay.
shuts the fuck up and doesn't rub it in for the next 3 months on how he won his
Oh, it'll
first
be
ever
longer than three
fantasy
months.
ring.
It'll be 10 years, Cronky.
But
Listen, you know how Cronky
yeah,
talks about his Cardinals from
yeah,
2006 against my Tigers? Still to this day, 20 years later, he
yeah.
talks about them all the time.
But you know what?
That if he wins a ring this year, it will be talked about for the next decade. So,
But you know what's going to happen?
yes.
He's not winning one.
All right.
My boy is taking the home from
Wow,
Canada.
first year Canadian
Yeah,
coming into the
and
league and winning. Wow. We
yeah,
have had good success recently with newcomers. Cheese won it in his second year. You won it in
yeah,
your second year. So Ant's gonna one up you
and
and do it in his first year.
yeah, and Cronky is gonna be crying, but then all he's gonna do is mention how he won all of his bets because there's nothing else to
Yeah,
talk
but none
about.
of that matters if he doesn't have the ring.
But this guy does not deserve anything. He does not deserve to be loved by
Wow.
his parents.
Oh my
He does
God.
not deserve to be having a ring.
Where did that come
I
from?
hope he loses
We
this
in the
week.
party? Jesus.
I hope he loses this. I've
Okay.
never voted for a down. I never wanted a downfall as much as Cronky's.
Oh,
So
wow. Okay. Hello, Zach. Would you like to make your
I hope
prediction on who's winning this
Good
championship
Lord.
ring?
Well, fake rat. Those were some harsh words.
Uh-huh.
was I wrong?
You know, I think we all know who we all want to win this.
Yeah, I would say about 90% of the league wants a certain person to win.
Yep, and I gave him Lemar for a reason.
To cost him. It almost
That's all
worked
I'm
this
gonna
past
say.
week. If Slaps' team was just a little bit not shit, it would have cost him.
Yep,
All right,
that's
so
all I have to say.
oh, okay, not gonna actually say the name. All right,
Oh no, we all know who's winning.
okay. Julian, go ahead.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm sitting on the beach with my
Oh.
t-shirt off, six-pack out.
You don't.
It would be a shame if Cronky fell down the stairs and wasn't able to watch his fantasy matchup, and he was administered in the hospital. That's all I got to say.
What the? Did you just threaten to put him in the hospital?
No, I didn't threaten. I just said if the stairs, by accidentally tripped him up and he was in Rat's hospital and Rat had to take care of him and he put wrong things in his system, that wouldn't be the worst thing possible.
Fuck.
Jesus. See, the thing about the stairs is he's so short that if he does fall down the stairs, he kind of just tumbles over each one.
Yeah, he's like
He
roly
doesn't-
poly
yeah,
oly
it
over
doesn't
there.
it won't really hurt him that bad.
True enough. But he's got a lot of weight on him, so maybe the stairs might hurt more than him.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, Anthony, you can go ahead and start. Are you feeling confident, number one, and are you getting this championship ring in your first season?
Well, if DK plays, I think it's a lock.
Oh, okay.
As I discussed,
That guy is getting suspended. He ain't playing.
There is a chance
whoa.
he's appealing, Zach. He could survive this week.
Okay.
That's all Anthony needs.
We all saw what happened.
what? The guy had a fly on it. He just whacked the fly away.
I think he used the slur.
That doesn't
Okay.
even matter. That they're not
Anyways,
putting
if
that
DK
in.
doesn't play, we're probably gonna have to go with Reed, or I don't really want to go with Pittman because Rivers, I don't know. But with that said, as I asked you yesterday, I will be picking up 6 quarterbacks tonight.
I like it. Good gamesmanship there.
So
Mhm.
if it's allowed, I'm gonna do it.
It's allowed. There's no quarterback
So-
roster limit. We voted on that 2 years ago, and Cronky voted no. He was one
Well,
of the 8 people that voted
We'll
no.
see. Although I do think Lamar Jackson's gonna play Saturday because they need to win.
Okay.
But I'll tell you what, buddy. If Baltimore loses, I'll drop Aaron Rodgers for you because chances are he's not playing Sunday.
Well, I would wait to make that official, but okay. All right. So you like your position you're in, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I really need. I prefer if DK plays because I don't know.
Yes.
But Jordan Love, I think, did limited practice today, so maybe Reed's not a bad shout. I don't
Yeah.
know. I think I
And
saw.
even if Jordan
I
Love
think-
plays, who knows what Green Bay wide receiver of the million is going to get the ball. But
Where's the shit talking?
Yeah,
Everyone for
limited.
shit.
Well, I'm letting Pussy get his thing up before I go head to head. Relax.
Oh,
bud.
okay.
okay, starting out slow. This is like the Jake Paul fight. Starts out slow. All right, before one team just dominates the other. All right, Cronky, before you talk about if you like like your chances and everything, you haven't made any comment yet on Anth might get to pick your quarterback this week. Any thoughts on that?
I'm not shocked that is a rule in this league whatsoever.
It's what do you mean a rule?
It fits the prognosis perfectly, I'd say.
I
It
don't
is
Paints
your
the
fault,
picture.
I don't
Cronky. You
understand
wasted
what you
all
mean
your
by a
You
fat.
rule.
voted
It's
no.
No,
hold
there's
on.
no
It's
need for
not a
argument.
rule. It's
It's
it,
your
it's
fault,
the
There's
Cronky.
no
opposite.
need for
It's the
argument.
opposite.
No,
It's not
Um,
a rule that he can't
it's your
pick up
fault,
more than
Cronky.
no,
four quarterbacks.
no, there's
I tried to
no
put
need
that
for
as a rule
argument.
2 years ago. And
It's
There's no
Cronky's
need for
fault.
argument. We can continue on.
okay.
Your
Uh,
next question, please.
all right. Are you feeling
Wow.
confident? And are you going to get this championship ring to cap off an
I am
amazing season?
extremely confident. I'm gonna wipe
Extreme.
the floor with this
Ooh.
Maple Leaf motherfucker, and I don't care. It doesn't matter who my quarterback is this week. To be honest with you, I am going to win this championship, and I am going to make every single one of yours life hell for a year and a half, and it's probably going to be longer. To be
Oh
honest
yeah,
with
it'll be
you,
10 years.
it probably will be because I mean, after this year, there's no stopping me next year,
Oh,
or the
okay.
year after that,
One
or
year
the
at a
year after
time,
that.
buddy. Let's get this ring first.
Oh, and I just also want to point out that this is the first rendition of the show in the championship, just because I am the main character in this entire league, and this
I mean,
league
it
would
was
not
Ant's
be
idea.
this league would not be where it was without Cracky. It wouldn't.
Shut
It
the
wouldn't.
hell up.
It would not be as entertaining.
This league would move along as much as it does with it,
It
with or
would not.
without you, bud.
It would not. I am a mainstay in this league.
You know
But he
why
put
you're
But
the main
the
112
character?
show would
points.
Because
the
you make
show
your
would
Relax.
dissipate like a
you
fucking
make
speck
You
of
yourself
dust.
barely
the
beat
main
a
character
fucking
in
guy's
this league.
team. Relax over there, buddy.
Oh, and golfer
Cronky,
knows
any
it deep
comment
down.
to what you said? One thing you said that you're going to win this without a quarterback. Now, last week you basically didn't have a quarterback and you only scored 112 points. So,
Correct, but I also, I had some. Trey McBride had an off night. J-Mo
okay.
had an off day. Xavier
Any
Worthy had an
worries
off
about
day.
your RB2 and your wide receivers with pretty bad matchups?
No, RB2 has kind of been a shit show for a while now, and I've
Mhm.
consistently won. It
I
seems
mean, you
like
can't
so.
love your wide receiver matchups looking at them.
I mean, a couple of my wide receivers are pretty much matchup proof. To be
I
honest with
mean,
you,
JSN, yeah, but I'm talking about JMO, Marvin Harrison, and Ladd. They all have.
JMO will still get his target share. I mean, if JMO can put up 10 points, I'll take it.
Mm, okay.
Um, yeah, like I
So
said,
basically, you're saying it's going to be JSN, McBride, and Bijan that like all get 20 plus, and that's what carries your lineup.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised whoever
You should
starts the
start
quarterback
Bill.
for me goes off because Limar has done jack shit for me.
There's a
Sort of
reason I
similar,
came to you.
to Justin Jefferson
But
of
you do
Zach's team,
realize
but
you do realize the options of quarterback that you're going to have are going to be Shador Sanders, probably whatever Colts QB that's not Philip Rivers if they go to him, potentially Will Howard if the
Oh, I'll lead him
Steelers
Geno Smith. He can have Geno
Geno
if he wants.
Smith, like those are going to
uh,
be your options that you're going to have. You're confident in one of those going off, whoever you choose.
whoever. I mean, they're going to score points, and as long as they can score more than what Limar puts up on a week to week, I mean, that's perfectly fine with me. Limar's just had a shit show of the second half of the season, and that trade was kind of one that probably had its benefits and its negatives. I would say, Justin Jefferson did nothing for Zach this rest of the
Now, what
season,
did you
kind of
gain
cost
out
him
of
the
Just
that
like
season.
trade?
Lemar's doing nothing for you,
What
buddy. I
did you
got
gain
Chase
out of
Brown
that
out of
trade?
that.
You lost
I
your
got Chase
RB2,
Brown
but
out
what
of
did you
that.
gain?
Can we look at it?
Chase
I don't think
Brown.
you gained anything. You lost your
Yeah,
RB2 and you
you
didn't
didn't
gain a
get shit,
quarterback. When you made that trade, you made it to gain a quarterback.
Yeah.
And
and you surely didn't get one.
so I think you kind of I think we can all admit
Chase Brown has
you
been
kind of got
popping
raped
off.
in that trade.
Chase
Wouldn't
Brown's
say
been
that, but
popping.
Huh?
like I said, it's kind of funny. Rocky made it to the final, and everybody is panicking, losing their minds.
No one's panicking.
Sort of similar
Funny.
to COVID.
No one's panicking,
You
bro.
know,
I
I
mean, I
might
wouldn't
be a
say
virus.
panic. I mean, obviously, I thought you would probably make the final based on when I seen your path that you were going to have.
So,
But I
and
think
I got some clips from the beginning show. You know, the pre-draft comments of me declaring that I was going to win every one of my bets in the league this year, and
okay. Well,
let's just
you've
say
only
the
done one of those two things.
clips.
Cronky, you do realize that if you win this ring, obviously you'll talk nonstop and you'll have that a chip. But you do realize the opposite. If you lose this league this year, nobody will ever
Oh, we
remember
won't
this
be saying
season.
Cronky.
Nobody will
Yeah,
ever remember this season you have, and nobody will ever care or remember that you won all your
Like
seven
I
of your
said,
side
Gopher,
bets.
misery,
we
The
won't be
the
saying
misery,
chip
Cronky's
in
gonna
the
misery.
win
That's
ring
that.
what
on
you've
your
chosen.
finger is what for eternity recognizes that you had a great successful season. If you in 10 years say, "Well, I won all my bets this year," nobody will ever give a fuck or care or
Misery,
remember. But if you
misery,
show the
misery.
ring, then people
I have a
will not
question.
be
Who
able to
pays for
debate
the
that.
ring?
Half of it Ernie
Ernie.
pays for, and the other half is already
Well, I
paid by
feel
the
bad for
league.
Ernie because Cronky's got fat fingers, so that's going to be a pretty big
Oh,
ring.
It's one
oh,
amount
Julian.
for
Julian,
but
Julian.
Cronky does get to customize it a little bit. Cronky, actually, that's a good. I'm glad you brought that up, Julian.
Oh,
Both of you can start to think, since you're in the final and you both think you're going to win, what
Send
images
the
you would
link.
like to put on your
You put
championship ring.
Cronky's
How do I
sister.
do it?
I could
Send
put
the
Put
link.
Cronky's
images on my
sister,
ring.
You don't have to worry about it,
Yes.
Cronky. You're not
There is an
winning.
Why
option, I
don't we
believe, for
have
like
a?
3 or 4. You can divide the face of the ring up to have like
Don't
4
waste
little
your time,
images. That's
Cronky.
You
what
have a
Rat
link?
did. I know nobody ever knows what Rat's ring looks like because he never
Yeah.
actually shows
So,
I
it.
put it in
But
one.
he
Rat,
put
can
it
I
in
see it?
one time in the very beginning. But Rat, I believe, did like
wow.
4 different images
So,
of the 4 players that
so
carried
here,
him
I'll
last
declare
year or
what the
something.
images will be
Rat,
on
can I see
mine.
it?
I'll show you, man. Hold on.
My images will be a photo of probably rat, poop,
Okay,
The
hold on.
score
slap,
lines of all 4 of
and
those
then
teams. Oh,
F.
that would actually be kind of funny.
And Ant, you should put a picture of Cronky's sister on there.
The
Oh,
4
yeah.
Why
the
don't we
4
have a
If I'm
seasons you
winner
winning
take all
ring,
ruined.
I'm not.
situation? Why don't we have
Rat.
an agreement there?
What
That's
Zach?
what it would be, golfer. So if I win the league,
Okay.
you can
I
finalize
kind of
that.
like that.
And,
I kind of like
Winner
that.
take all.
Oh, that
What?
was going to be my next question I was going to ask you. Now, yesterday there was some rumor talk that didn't turn out
Rumor,
to
you
be
got buried in
true.
Pussies.
this.
Didn't turn out to be true. Rumor that you were asking for a 50-50 split,
Julian, I
which turned out
told
to be
him
not.
it's so
There
hard.
is. Let's just get that on the table now. There's no chance of a settlement between you two? It's the winner. Are we doing the normal? It's 1K for the winner, 200 for second, or are we gonna debate a winner take all?
Don't
I'll
make
make a
pussies.
comment
Winner
on
Winner
that
take
after.
takes
all.
all.
Hold
We're
on.
I
winner
want to
They're
make
the
a
two
takes all.
comment on that
champions.
after.
What?
If you are
What kind
pussy
of
enough
picture is that?
to, if you're pussy, that's my best picture right now. If you're pussy enough to do a split, then there's no true champion. I'll tell you that right now.
Rat,
Buddy,
Rat, you really think
and
that
you
I
Nah.
should
would
do a
split?
winner take all. Get yourself an extra $200.
Oh.
I'm in for the winner take all Panthers.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Cronky's in.
You're not a true champ if you don't fucking do that. And Cronky, you're still you don't
Ant's
have to worry about.
silence says it all.
Don't
He
worry
he
about
wants
it.
at least 200.
And take the
What?
winner
Sorry,
take
what?
all.
I'm looking at this ring. I'm not listening because he sent
Okay,
a blurry
well,
picture.
listen, because
I can't
Bowers and
see it.
Cronky
friends.
just said he's agreed to do
But it
winner
just
take
you
all.
can't see those players. It's Brock Bowers, T. Higgins.
Winner
I
take all, and
respect
then like
Cronky.
1,200 to the winner.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and second gets nothing.
And that's American dollars too, Ant. I would think about it if I were you.
Wow. I did say I'm probably gonna put it all on black if I win.
So you
So
might as well do
Oh,
winner
what's
Might
take
as
all.
200
well.
more?
just take the extra 200.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what? I was gonna give Ernie the 200 so he could pay for the bio, but I like that idea better. So winner
you're
takes.
agreeing.
Why would you?
Well,
Why
so
would
you're
you give
agreeing.
Ernie too?
Wow.
So hold on, let me
we
get this
have a
straight.
winner
So
take all.
both sides agree.
Right
Winner
here.
take all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. You have
$1,200
it on
to the
video
winner.
footage.
All right. Well, there it
1,200.
is. So
Whatever it is.
What a great final this year.
winner. The stakes have been raised even higher now. The first place gets all
Like I said, my ring
1,200.
will
Loser
consist of
comes away.
photos
So
of.
Cronky, that just means if you
Don't
lose
waste your time,
this,
Cronky.
it doesn't
You
even
don't
matter.
care.
Your season.
It'll
You don't
be rats, slaps, pook, and Anth will be on my ring.
I do like that, Cronky. That's
Do
a
they
good
make
picture?
do they make rings for midgets?
Midget fingers.
Yeah, I'll just have to get my fingers,
I'm
sized.
only gonna put one picture on my ring,
Oh,
and it's gonna
okay.
be your it's gonna be your dead grandfather that passed away today.
Oh my
His fantasy team
Oh.
is like, yo, we're fucking dead.
my.
Get the fuck out of here, bitch.
I was
That
gonna
is
say
cold, Amp. That is
your one
cold.
picture should be DK Metcalf punching the fan.
Amp, that is cold.
Wait, your grandfather actually passed away today?
Yeah. This
Oh
morning,
my
yes.
God, Ant.
Damn,
Damn.
he's not
After-
around to see your
yeah,
losing
Rat was saying how
This is
Cronky or
this is
Ant
the
ain't talking
cutthroat
shit, so Ant had to
champion.
pull it
You know,
all the way out.
If I knew that, Cronky, I would have said a lot worse earlier. You're a lucky
I
man.
have the I have God on my side.
Okay,
It
yeah.
is funny.
Just like Notre Dame had last
That's
year.
hilarious.
God.
Couldn't
Even
think
your
Rat would've
grandfather
said
couldn't
worse.
believe you were in the finals.
And how much do I have to pay
Wow,
you to put
yeah.
something that I want on your ring?
Cronky's grandfather didn't even want to stay to see him choke this final.
Oh boy.
Cronky, how does
Well.
it feel to know your grandfather will never know that you're a fantasy champion?
You mean a
All right,
fancy
all right.
Oh,
loser?
All right,
he's
all right,
watching me
listen
right
up.
now. What do you mean?
Yeah, he's looking up at you.
He sees you when you're sleeping.
All
Can
right,
I have
all
a comment about
yeah,
Cronky?
all
I
right.
have one question to Cronky.
Let's wrap this up. Everyone can make
have
a
one more
final
question.
statement. Yes, go ahead, Rant.
Cronky, your grandfather passed away, and all you're worried about is his fantasy ring. That is disrespectful.
I mean,
I
if you
give
knew the
credit to Cronky.
circumstances of my grandfather's
It's
death, then
dedication.
you would understand.
How old was he?
Is he old? He was probably just old.
He was probably 100.
80
And there's
years
nothing.
old.
There's nothing you can do.
Your fantasy
I'll just-
team will be
Alright.
joining him soon, Cooper.
Lamar
Jesus
joined
fucking
him.
Christ.
Okay.
You guys
All
are big
right.
fans.
Any
You
last
guys are such
comments you'd
dicks.
like to make, Rat?
Cronky, my condolences. buddy.
I hope Ant wins. That's all.
My last comments will be
Yes.
that I have thoroughly enjoyed this season in particular. It's been probably the funnest season I've had since this
Fun
league was
isn't a word.
created.
All right. I'm glad
I
to
look
hear it.
forward to being paid by Ernie, and not only Ernie, but Golfer, and getting my ring, sized up and photos collected and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
that'll
make sure
be
you get my
fun.
photo too, this weekend.
And if Tyler, if you are, watching this
He
or
ain't.
hearing this, I doubt you are,
He
but
ain't.
Well,
count your chickens, buddy, because you don't got much time left.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Zach, did you want to make any final comment?
We should probably have a postseason recap show when Ant wins. Pusa will have a
Okay.
completely different attitude for that if he even shows up.
He might not join.
He will not be joining.
Well, can we do that for Crocky if he wins?
No.
I might be busy that day.
Oh,
All right. All right. Anth, your final comments you'd like
Oh,
to
no,
make?
that was it. That was it. I don't think
Okay.
it's better than what I just said. So
All right. Yeah, I think you brought out the
That
hammer
was
at
crazy.
the last.
I did get my condolences already, so it's okay. I just have to
okay.
say it.
All right. All right. Well, good luck to the two finalists, and may the best team win. And we'll see what happens with the waivers tonight and how these lineups change. Make sure there's 3 Thursday games, which doesn't look like this matchup has a lot of Thursday players. But there is 3 Thursday games. There is 2 Saturday games. There is Sunday, and there is the Monday night game, which hopefully this matchup comes down to Bijan versus Drake London. We'll see what happens, and good luck to the finalists.